hello YouTube, this is Mona. Welcome back to Butterflies Home and Garden. I am coming on today to show you how I make my pasta. I'm making chili for dinner, and my husband loves his chili over top of spaghetti, and I don't have any in the pantry, so I definitely have to make sure I get some, or at least make enough to freeze one of these days. So I already have in my mixing bowl, and before I start, I'm following the recipe off of the back of the Semolina flour. I like the Semolina flour to make my pasta with, but honestly I like just regular old flour. To me, that's what I prefer. But the recipe is just right off of the back of this bag. I'm going to be doing a double batch. So in here is 4 large eggs, 3 1/3 cups of semolina or regular flour, half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to start this out on, well, I guess it would be good to bring it up. I'm having one of those days, guys. Bear with me. And you're going to just put it on 2. I always start out with just 1. And then take it up to 2. And you're going to let that go for about 30 seconds. And kind of when it's all mixed together, when you don't see any more of the yellow streaks from the eggs, and you start to hear a different sound on your paddle. So I'm going to let this go a little bit longer to work that egg in. And if you can hear the difference in the sound of the paddle. I'll stay where it's there. So I'm going to change my attachment and switch it out for the dough hook. Raise her back up, and you're going to let this go for about roughly 2 minutes on speed number 2. And I'm just going to let it go until it starts to form into a ball and kind of gives away from the side. So I'll bring you guys back when it's ready to be rolled out. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay guys, wanted to bring you back to let you see. This is what you want to see your flour do. Start to break away, form a ball. So just wanted to come on and show you that. So I'll bring you guys back once I get this all patted out. Okay guys, welcome back. Wanted to bring you back to show you. Once you get it out, you need to let the dough rest for a while. So you're going to wrap it in some Saran Wrap and just let it sit on your cutting board for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to let this sit, and I will bring you guys back when it's time to start passing it through. Well, hello YouTube. I almost forgot to turn my camera back on. And I'm just about done running these through with the KitchenAid attachment. Just roll the dough through. I got one more left here that I am about to show you how I did that. And then we can go from there. So after you let your dough rest, I like to try to shape it as close to a triangle, or a square, or not even a square, a rectangle. Goodness gracious, Mona. As I possibly can. And you're not going to roll it out. And, I did in the end have to end up putting some more water in the dough when I had it mixing in the mixer bowl. And it just helped it to just become more pliable. It was a little too stiff and hard. So I normally put my mixer on 2 There are settings on the knob. Let me actually bring you over here so I can show you right here. If you look really close, there are different settings on here. And I always pass through first on one. So, well, let's do that. I'm going to get it where you can see. There. And just going to let it kind of just work its own self through here. I'll put a little bit of pressure down on it just to kind of get it started. And it's not going to be pretty, it's going to have some jagged edges, and that's fine because you can always trim that up. And with each pass that I do, I'm going to turn the dial. So that was passed on a number 1, and I also kind of try to cut them and cut off some of the jagged edges, but you don't have to. I don't like to waste any of the dough. So the next pass through, I'm going to turn the knob to 2. Let me even turn this down to 1. Doesn't go through as fast. And then I turn my knob to 3rd setting, and each turn that you make, it's going to make the pasta just thinner and thinner. So it's really up to you on, you know, what your preference is as far as how thick you want your noodles to be, or how thin you want your noodles to be. And then I'll put it over on a dry rack. I'm gonna do the same thing. I like my setting on 3 for a spaghetti. With the KitchenAid attachments, it comes with the spaghetti and fettuccine attachments. So it's as simple as that, guys. I mean, really, it is not difficult to do. And after you're done, you're going to let these kind of just sit and rest for a moment. Now, if these were too wet when I tried to roll them out and put them before putting them in the attachment, you just want to, you know, add just a light coating of flour and just let it sit for a moment and then pass it through again. So this rack right here is ready for me to start feeding them through the spaghetti. So I'm going to change my attachment. And as you run past this through with your spaghetti attachment, you will see that, you know, on the sides of it, it's going to be a little frayed. Let me get a sheet. Well, I guess I could just get this cutting board. So I'll just get this other cutting board. And you'll see as you start to take it through what I'm talking about as far as the edges, the way that it's going to cut it as it passes through. And you just kind of want to have, and you'll see that, you know, the shorter frayed ends as it passes through. Oops, that went a little sideways on me. But it is okay because it is all going into the same mouth. And I really don't try and do anything fancy. You know, even if I'm freezing it, I just kind of, you know, form it into like an S shape or something like that, that just makes it easier to get into my Ziploc bag. So it is that simple, guys. I mean, just as simple as can be. The first time I ever did this, after reading the instruction booklet all the way through and then getting on YouTube and finding people who have videos, but the first time I ever did it, I was really kind of a little intimidated, like, okay, is it going to turn out right? And it did. You know, it looked a hot mess as far as this part, and, you know, I've gotten better skill with, you know, this part with the noodles and trying to get the dough as in a rectangle shape as much as possible. But it's so easy, very, very simple, and it tastes fabulous. Again, I like the flour pasta. The semolina, it's fine. Just for me, it has kind of a grittiness to it when you cook it up, and I don't like that taste. Making the noodles and you know, spaghetti with just plain flour, that works fine for me. So I will bring you guys back after I've gotten it all cooked up and get Benjamin's chili placed on top of his. So I'll see you in a moment. Well, hello guys. I wanted to come back really quick before I finish the rest of the meal and just show you what all of the pasta looks like. I kind of form it into, like, I call it a messy bird's nest. And I will, you know, put these in the freezer, so that way if I'm working late or working weekend, that, you know, my husband has spaghetti that he can just go in, get out the freezer, plop in some water, and boom, it's all done. So I will bring you guys back when I am finished with the next couple of steps. See you in a moment. Hello guys, I'm back. Wanted to show you the final result of the turkey chili that I made in the XL over here. And I'm going to can the rest of these. And this is my bowl. Well, this is how I like to eat my chili. I like a little cheese, some sour cream, or what's even better is the Hidden Valley Ranch powder, and mix it with the sour cream, put a dollop on top, and some chives. And over here is Benjamin's vegetarian chili. And like I said earlier, and why I made the pasta, was he likes his chili over spaghetti noodles. So just wanted to come back and let you guys see the final results of the meal. I wasn't thinking when I made the turkey chili to video that, but this is such a quick, easy kind of dump it all in recipe. It didn't take me long to do it, and I just didn't think about at the time getting the recorder out and, you know, video that. So maybe next time when I make it. But with the chili, both of the chilies, the one vegetarian and the other one, I did use my Thrive products. So the kidney beans are Thrive, the mushrooms, because I'm Benjamin's vegetarian one, I just increased the vegetables, the mushrooms, the zucchini was Thrive, and then I used some of the tomato powder as a thickener. And the sauce is my own home canned sauce that I canned last summer from the tomatoes from the garden. So I just wanted to come on and show you guys the good meal, and I'm about to just really slam on this chili. I've been having a taste for this, so I am about to just really enjoy it. So I will see you guys on the next video, and as always, be blessed. Take care, guys.